In today's video, we're going to take a look at a trade setup that didn't work, okay? And it's more to go over triggers and why we like to use them. So this is a 30-minute chart in Tesla, and Tesla has been a beast recently, so I wanted to watch for a similar decline for another possible entry on the buy side. However, we've blown through the support that I was looking at. Now there is something that comes in a little bit lower that will be, on the update tonight, and that's another decision that we may look at around the 360 area. But for now, this is the first zone and it was taken out. Now also we had timing for a possible low. That was another reason why we thought it was a good idea to look for a possible resumption of the rally. But what told you that this probably wasn't going to play out? Okay, and that again is a trigger, and this is actually a really good reason to use them, because they will often keep you out of trade setups that will never ever trigger an entry. Now if you look at the area that we were testing, that looks like the top end of it was around that 368 area, and we're actually looking at a 5-minute chart here, and let's see here, we would have had the general area, so 368, and then we did have some of these lower support decisions here. But if you're looking at this 5-minute chart and you see the pattern of lower lows and lower highs, do you see a trigger? I mean, you don't, according to what I use, because you would have had to see the moving average crossover to the upside, and in the process we also would have wanted to see it take out a prior swing high, indicating a reversal or a pattern shift. And we did not see that on even a 5-minute chart, much less the time frame chart that we would use for a new swing trade entry. Okay, so typically the aggressive swing trade trigger is a 15-minute chart, and you can see that obviously when we were testing those areas of support here, you also did not see a buy trigger on a 15-minute chart, because you would have had to see this moving average cross above the other, and also in the process you would have wanted to see it take out a prior swing high. So again, this is the reason to use triggers. There are a ton of setup zones that are just never going to hold. The market will blow right through them. This is a really good reason to use triggers. Now the triggers won't always filter out the bad entries, but it does more often than not, and that's the reason why we like using them.